Florida News with Katrina Smith.
Welcome and good morning. Thank you so much for joining us on this Easter Sunday. It is April 20th, 2025. Meteorologist James DeFazio is over in the Weather Center tracking your Easter forecast. Did we get all of the rain out of our system yesterday?
We did. And
beautiful.
Happy Easter, everyone.
Thank you
and
so much,
actually,
James.
Should I say, I'm a little punny, so I might say happy Easter. But let's get right into that Easter forecast because it is a much, much better forecast than what we had yesterday. We had some heavy downpours yesterday. We're going to have a dry day today. We're going to have to, the only thing we're going to have to deal with today, we're going to have a slight breeze. It's going to be 10 to 15 mile per hour breeze. It's going to make it feel a little bit cooler than it actually is, but we're going to have mostly sunny skies by this afternoon, decreasing clouds throughout the day. Highs get up into the low to mid 50s. Downtown Utica right now, you can see that flag flapping in the wind. It is a little breezy out there. We have overcast skies to start the day. We're going to go from mostly cloudy to partly cloudy to eventually mostly sunny. A couple of sprinkles and flurries showing up on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar in the Mohawk Valley, and that's actually courtesy of lake effect. And we actually have, yes, cold enough air for lake effect sprinkles to show up on the radar this morning. Fortunately, those are coming to an end and winding down. 43 degrees and cloudy in Rome, 15 mile per hour breeze, which is about where the wind will be today out of the west-northwest. Big change in temperature today. We are in the upper 30s and low 40s. Yesterday, we got all the way up into the mid-70s. It hit 72 in Rome. It actually hit 81 degrees in the city of Albany. Today, we get all the way up into the mid-50s, but and as I was mentioning, the clouds slowly decrease as we head towards the middle portions of the day. We're tracking a completely dry day. However, a couple chances for rainfall as we head into Monday. We'll take a look at that coming right up. Katrina?
Thank you so much, James. In Ansville, man.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Sunday morning and happy Easter to you. We had some heavy thunder showers yesterday. We luckily avoided any severe weather, but unfortunately, we saw plenty of showers work through. Today, we're going to see much drier weather, but temperatures are not going to be into the 70s. Take a look at downtown Utica. Fortunately, the cloud deck there and the overcast sky is not going to look like that for the entirety of the day. We're going to see decreasing clouds as the day progresses. We'll see, so it will be partly cloudy for the majority of the day as we head into the afternoon, but we will absolutely start to see breaks of sun as we head into the middle of the morning. Dry conditions across downtown Utica. A couple of light sprinkles across the Mohawk Valley. Otherwise, across the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 radar, it is quiet and it is dry, and it's going to stay that way today. We're expecting dry weather to continue until mid-morning on Monday, and we'll show those rainfall chances coming up here in just a moment. 43 degrees and cloudy in Rome, 15-mile-an-hour breeze out of the west-northwest, and it's going to stay rather windy. Sunny, cooler, and breezy today. Shower chances return for Monday, and a nice stretch of weather ahead for next week. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday look very, very nice. No chance for rain, 0% chance of rain until we head into Monday. Monday morning, we have a brief shot of rain between about 10 a.m. and 9 a.m. and 11 a.m., and then it drops down in the middle of the portions of the day, and that rainfall chance as we head back into the evening returns. It's going to be a showery day, rounds of showers. Those breezy conditions today, we're going to see wind gusts at times all the way up to 25, maybe even close to 30 miles per hour to areas south of the Mohawk Valley. So it is going to be a tad breezy, making things feel colder than it actually is. Fortunately, though, we warm up rather quickly. The warming trend really kicks into gear when we head into Wednesday. We're up to upper 50s to near 60 on Wednesday, upper 60s on Thursday, and it stays warm and mild into the weekend. And that warm weather looks to continue. The long-range outlook looks to favor above-average temperatures. Today, those clouds begin to decrease. We go from the low 40s to the upper 40s into the mid-50s. Primarily clear skies this evening. A chilly night. We get all the way down into the low 30s, and it remains calm until those showers arrive around mid-morning on Monday. Today, decreasing clouds throughout the day. A pleasant day for Easter. It's going to be sunny and beautiful, which that fits. It's fitting for Easter. Your 7-day forecast, after a beautiful day today, a couple rounds of showers on Monday, but not a washout of a day. Highs in the upper 50s. A beautiful stretch of weather settles in on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Mostly sunny, and slightly warmer each day. Friday looks a little wet so far. That looks like the wettest day of the forecast period by far. A couple showers possible next Saturday as well, but not nearly as wet as Friday. And yes, I was shocked to hear about this because I never knew that pretzels were associated with Easter at all. But apparently pretzels were once a really popular Easter treat, and the twists in the pretzel, if you know, like a pretzel that you would get at like a baseball game.
So not rods.
Not a rod, exactly. Thank you for saving me there. I didn't know what to, couldn't come up with the word there. Yeah.
The classic pretzel twist.
Yeah, the twist itself was thought to resemble the arms crossing.
Oh, crossed in prayer.
Correct.
Like how you would take communion.
Yes, so that's where that originated from. So I found that a little interesting. But also I happened to catch the phone ringing yesterday as soon as we got off air, and we had a very, very generous and kind viewer happen to see a friend of ours that has been missing, and hopefully we're on our way to bringing him home.
We hope we are hot on the trail now because of that phone call. No, so this person that called the newsroom, James took the phone call, he didn't know the beaver was missing, and he saw this beaver on Tuesday in his backyard, and then found out from a friend that there was a missing beaver, and then called us and said, hey, I saw this and I haven't seen it before, and it was in my backyard. So we called the zoo, James did, and they are now sending a drone to the area where the man believes that he spotted cauliflower on the corner of Dunham and Ridge Roads in South Utica. He says the animal matched cauliflower's description, ran into the ravine behind his house toward a creek. Now, zoo officials are telling us that there was a sighting 2 days ago in South Utica between the back of the zoo and the area off Higbee Road. So this does track, and they tell us they, again, are sending a drone to that area. So if you do spot cauliflower, give this number a call. It's on your screen, 315-820-8010. And if you go on our website, we have, the difference between a beaver and an otter, so you can, differentiate before you make a false report. Well, it was welcome back, and thank you for joining us for another half hour of News Channel 2 Weekend Today, and happy Easter to you. I'm Katrina Smith. We're going to get you right over to the Weather Center with meteorologist James DeFazio. Actually, some pleasant weather for Easter, so if you held off on those Easter egg hunts and you're doing them today, good news.
I mentioned it yesterday. I don't remember too many Easters growing up where I was able to find eggs outdoors or to look for a basket outdoors. It was always too cold. There used to be snow on the ground a lot.
Sometimes.
Today, you're going to have the chance to not only get outdoors, you might be able to go for a walk with the family this afternoon. It's going to end up being a really nice day. We're going to get up into the mid-50s. Sunshine is going to break out. Clouds will decrease. It is rather cloudy right now. The only thing we want to make you aware of, it's going to be a little breezy today. 10 to 15 mile per hour winds out of the west, gusting up to 20 to 25 miles per hour. It's going to make it feel a little bit colder than it actually is. You can see it's already a little bit windy. The wind is whipping there on our Nexus cam. Downtown Utica, dry conditions, cloudy skies in the distance. If we look off our Oneonta cam, though, we can see some clearing beginning to show up on the horizon, and these clouds will continue to decrease as the morning progresses. We are going to go from mostly to partly cloudy skies by midday. A couple of lingering lake sprinkles and flurries across the southeastern portions of the Mohawk Valley. These are going to continue to come to an end. Those are courtesy of lake effect, really cold air coming off of the lake this morning, bringing a couple of surprise sprinkles. 45 degrees and cloudy in Rome. Those 15 mile per hour winds are going to be around for the majority of the day today. Much colder air mass has settled in the wake of yesterday's cold front passage. We're going to be today. Highs are going to be predominantly in the mid 50s across upstate New York. Some of us stay in the low 50s, but that sun breaks out around midday, and we expect mostly sunny skies to prevail through the afternoon hours. We are tracking a couple of shower chances for the day on Monday. Coming up, we'll break down exactly when those are going to occur. Katrina?
Thank you, James. Today marks
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Sunday morning and happy Easter to you. We have much improved weather conditions today. We saw some thunder showers yesterday, some heavier downpours. Temperatures did get all the way up into the low to mid 70s, and it's a lot cooler today, but we're going to see widespread sunshine later this afternoon and dry conditions. We're not going to be dealing with any rain, let alone heavy downpours like we were yesterday. Currently, a pretty thick cloud deck of overcast skies across downtown Utica off the Nexus Cam. The wind is whipping off the flagpole there. We're going to have breezy conditions today. Fortunately, the clouds are going to decrease as the day progresses. Your York Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar, a couple of sprinkles and flurries over the eastern Mohawk Valley, but all is quiet. Dry weather is going to be the story of the day. High pressure is in control of our weather for this Sunday, and we're going to see dry weather until about midday on Monday. Showers arrive between 11 a.m. and noon on Monday morning. 45 degrees and cloudy in Rome, a 15-mile-per-hour breeze out of the northwest, and it's going to stay breezy today. 10 to 15 mile per hour breeze, or 10 to 15 mile per hour sustained winds with gusts up to 25 to 30 miles per hour. Sunny, cooler, breezy today. Those shower chances return on Monday, especially towards the second half of the day. And then we have a really nice stretch of weather ahead next week that settles in beginning on Tuesday. No chance of rain through the day today, through the morning hours tomorrow, or I should say the early morning hours tomorrow. As we get into the mid-morning tomorrow, those shower chances return. We have chances for rain tomorrow morning, a little bit of a break in the early afternoon, and then more showers tomorrow afternoon and evening. We'll show those on the Skycast coming up in just a moment. Spring-like temperatures over the next several days. We're not going to be experiencing any really nasty wintry weather like we've had bouts of over the last couple of weeks. It seems like we're finally settling into very spring-like temperatures. Those clouds continue to decrease this morning. We warm all the way up by midday into the upper 40s to low 50s. By mid-afternoon, we're in the low to mid-50s. With clear skies tonight, we cool off quickly. By the early evening hours, we're all the way down into the upper 30s. Tonight, going to be chilly. Clouds eventually start to work their way in, but we're in the low 30s. It's a chilly night, and it stays dry until about noon on Monday when those showers begin to arrive from the west. As we progress through Monday, we have a couple rounds of showers, one in the afternoon, another one later in the evening. But fortunately, after that last round of showers Monday evening, beautiful weather settles in for Sunday, which we'll show you here on the 7-day in just a moment. Clouds decrease today. Highs are going to be in the mid-50s, approximately 55 degrees. A couple rounds of showers on Monday, but not a washout of a day. And then it settles into a phenomenal stretch of weather. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, mostly sunny skies. It gets warmer each day consecutively. We're expecting some wet weather on Friday, some more showers on Saturday, but yet again, not a washout of a day next Saturday either, and not freezing cold either, which is really nice. We're hanging at average or above average temperatures within the forecast period, and I found this fascinating.
I find this controversial.
I found this fascinating. So, from what I was able to discover and read up, this came from a way to celebrate fertility, which again, it's similar to
Look at all the
yesterday with the
symbolism
eggs,
Easter has.
right?
Yep.
Fertility and Easter apparently are hand in hand, but one thing that tied in specifically with Ukraine and the coloring of the eggs is the fact that they were doing it to honor gods and goddesses of health.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Why, I don't know.
Okay.
But I found that very
Next Easter, I
interesting.
want a more in-depth explanation, James.
I'm trying.
Just kidding. Thank you so much, James. People aren't the only ones flocking to church on this Easter Sunday. A viewer in Rome sent us these photos of Canadian geese taking a rest at Friendship Baptist Church in Rome. They say folks have been stopping by to take photos of the birds. They say they are welcome to take photos, but if
Forecast tonight at 6 with meteorologist James DeFazio. It started out this Easter Sunday not so nice, and then gradually some clearing off.
Yeah.
But Looking at the satellite, just that really one little wispy cloud that was over us.
Some high clouds, but it ended up being a very beautiful day, and at least the sun was able to peek through those high clouds, and it was a very pleasant Easter day. We warmed up all the way into the mid-50s. Was it the 70s that we saw on Saturday? No, but we also didn't see the heavy downpours that we saw on Saturday either. It was a completely dry day, and we're going to have a completely dry night ahead of a very showery day Monday. Winds have been whipping today. The flags have been whipping on the Nexus cam. We had 10 to 15 mile per hour sustained winds, gusts between 35 and 30 miles per hour. That was the one downside to today's weather. But the winds are beginning to die down now, and they're going to be calm tonight. Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar is calm, quiet, and dry. 51 degrees and sunny up in Griffiths. A 13-mile-an-hour wind still, but fortunately, as I just mentioned, that is going to continue to drop down as we head into the overnight. Temperatures dip all the way down into the mid, maybe even low 30s as we approach sunrise tomorrow morning. We go from mostly clear, or I should say mostly sunny tonight to partly cloudy, and then we get mostly cloudy by tomorrow morning ahead of those rain showers. Rain showers settle in tomorrow morning. We're going to have periods of rain on and off. We'll break down those times coming up. At least it gets up into the upper 50s. Like I said, coming up, we'll break down when those showers arrive exactly. Ben?
All right, James, thank you very much. Christians around the world and right here.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Sunday evening. I hope you had a good Easter Sunday. We had nice weather for our Easter. It was mid-50s, sunny skies, decent a bit of wind, but overall a pleasant day. Let's take a look at downtown Utica right now. You can still see that sunshine peeking through the clouds in the distance. Beautiful weather, dry conditions, and dry conditions are going to continue through the night tonight until about 11 a.m. tomorrow morning when showers arrive and a showery day settles in. Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar, all is quiet, dry weather is going to prevail for the rest of the evening and tonight. It's currently 51 degrees and sunny up in Rome with a west-northwest wind at 13 miles per hour. The wind is going to slowly start to die down. We're not going to see those 10 to 15 mile per hour sustained winds overnight tonight. Things will start to improve in the wind department. Periods of rain showers develop on Monday, drier, warmer weather for your Tuesday, and then a nice stretch of weather is ahead for next week. Down to the south, much different weather. They're not dealing with calm, sunny weather. We have a severe weather outbreak across portions of Arkansas and Missouri. Really strong line of storms currently moving through. Fortunately, we're not dealing with that. Again, dry conditions prevail, but that changes right around 11 a.m. tomorrow morning. As we head into tomorrow afternoon, our rain chances turn probable. Rain chances likely for the beginning of the afternoon. We likely see a break in the late afternoon, early evening, but those rain showers return for the later afternoon and early evening, as well as the early overnight hours. 8 to 14 day temperature outlook. Long range still looks warm. There's still no signs of winter, old man winter making its return, so spring looks to be here for good. Fortunately, things stay clear tonight. We may see even some stars. It'd be a great night if for the aurora to kick off, but it doesn't. There's no solar activity that we're tracking at this exact time. Gets really chilly by tomorrow morning, all the way down into the low 30s. Midday tomorrow, partly sunny skies to start the morning, upper 30s. By midday tomorrow, those showers are already working into western Oneida County, but it's warm. It's all the way up into the low 50s. Showers continue on and off throughout the afternoon. 2:30 p.m., another round of showers. 6:30 p.m., another round of showers. 11 p.m., another round of showers. And then as we move into the second half of overnight into Tuesday, things calm down, dry out, and we settle into a beautiful stretch of weather. Tomorrow, 59 degrees, that sun icon's in there because we will have some breaks of sun. We're about to enter a really nice stretch of weather. These upcoming 3 days are fantastic. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, mostly sunny skies with above average spring temperatures, primarily in the low to mid 60s.
Cast with meteorologist James DeFazio, and started out a partly cloudy morning, and then it just slowly cleared
Seems
off.
like we have a lot of really
I
nice
know.
Easters, or weather Easters. It's been a very nice stretch over the
Gonna have
last
to pull the
decade or
climatology
two.
for that. We'll have to
Yeah,
pull the records for that.
It might have to be a research project
Yeah.
one day, but yeah, I mean, and the nice weather continues this evening. In downtown Utica, you can see partly cloudy skies, dry conditions. Temperatures are relatively chilly. They were a little bit, they were quite mild earlier, but they've dropped very quickly tonight. Your Yorkville Battery storm temperature Doppler radar quiet and dry, and it's going to stay that way through the overnight tonight. Showers develop tomorrow morning, and we'll talk more about that coming up. Again, it is quite chilly, 35 degrees and clear skies with Rome. Those clear skies allowing for temperatures to really drop out. That, combined with the fact that the wind has finally dropped down to calm levels, 5 miles per hour. We are primarily in the 30s across central New York, some of us in the upper 30s, but some of us even close to that freezing mark. So a couple of slick spots possible if there is any water standing out there remaining from those rain showers. Periods of rain from Saturday's rain showers. Periods of rain tomorrow with a high in the upper 50s, around 59 degrees. Coming up, we're going to break down those rainfall chances as well as the really nice weather that develops behind it. Ben?
All right, James, thank you very much. Sources are telling CNN that
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Sunday evening, and I hope you had a fantastic Easter Sunday with you and yours. And we had a decent day of weather. The sun broke out this afternoon. Temperatures rose up into the mid-50s. It was a tad breezy, but the wind has since died down. We still have calm, dry conditions in downtown Utica, partly cloudy skies, and calm, dry conditions are going to continue through the overnight and into the first part of tomorrow morning before our next round of April showers arrive. It's going to be a showery Monday. Your Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. None of this is reaching the ground. This is ground cloud or just radar return feed that isn't actually precipitation. Completely dry weather across central New York, actually completely clear skies across central New York right now. 35 degrees, clear skies, which is allowing it to cool down very quickly. We've dropped about 10 degrees over the last couple of hours, only a 5-mile-an-hour breeze now. That wind has dropped at least 10 to 15 miles per hour, and it's going to stay relatively calm and mild over the next 12 to 24 hours. Periods of rain showers throughout the day on Monday. There's really no break. We're going to have a couple breaks, but rain continues to return until the early morning hours of Tuesday. But when we do get to Tuesday, drier, warmer weather settles in. And then after that, a nice stretch of weather ahead, a really, really nice stretch of weather ahead this week. Temperatures tonight, some areas outside the Mohawk Valley are going to dip below the freezing mark. Just be careful of that. I don't expect there to be any ice out there, but that we are right around the freezing mark tonight. It's a chilly night. You're definitely going to want to grab the jacket, maybe start the car tomorrow morning if you're leaving relatively early. Those rain chances ramp up tomorrow morning right around midday. They dip down during the late evening, or I should say late afternoon, early evening, but as we head into the evening hours and towards 11 p.m., it really ramps back up. As we approach Tuesday, those chances go way, 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 way down. Long-range pattern still looks favorable for very warm conditions. Those clear skies tonight, clouds begin to increase as we approach the morning hours. By noon, those showers begin to move in from the west. We see rounds of showers on and off throughout the day. We will see also breaks of sun in between. It's going to feel like quite a spring April day. It even warms up into the upper 50s. Some of the southern counties may even crack 60 degrees tomorrow. And as we get to Tuesday, we really begin a fantastic stretch of weather. Tomorrow, periods of rain, 59 degrees for a high. Your 7-day forecast. Earth Day is bringing some fantastic weather for us here on Earth. Upper 50s for Tuesday and Wednesday with mostly sunny skies. Upper 60s Thursday, mostly sunny. Some showers develop Friday evening ahead of a showery day yet again